So we're back here at the Yukon cabin of Beito Husky Tours. Really just a beautiful place in itself already. We had a 2-day trekking with Jeffry Oonk, who is a friend of Haglofs. So this session is going to be like a little bit of a gear talk session because Haglofs outfitted us with a number of gear items. So maybe you can take us along and what the pieces of gear that we're going to talk about are supposed to do, and then we're going to share our experiences with you. Is that okay for you?
Yep, yeah, sounds good.
Cool. I'd like to clear the table here. To put on the backpack that I had on today. And this is the NEJD 55 liters. But what can you tell me about this this backpack?
This is probably the most important thing of a backpack. First of all, you should be able to adjust the length of it, and that's very simple here with some hooks.
But these are the G hooks that you can just hook out.
Yeah, and in that way it just slides over the aluminium bar here, and in that way you can make it fit perfectly on your back, and that's very important. And then the rest of this backpack, it has a big compartment which can be opened here with 2 straps, and easy to open. You just close it, open it here and close it. So that's very simple. And this particular backpack has quite a lot of small compartments where you can put small items. And furthermore, there's a zip here. If you're in your tent, you don't want to access your backpack from the top, but you can open the side. Actually, it can be opened completely, and now you've got a front loader instead of a top loader, so it's easier to get your stuff out. Or especially useful in a tent.
I did get my sleeping bag out really easily without having to take everything else out. So I really like that. But let me tell you what I thought about it. About, the moment that you actually helped me to really fit that backpack. It is really important because we were carrying quite some weight. We had the tent and the sleeping bags and stuff, and also quite a heavy tripod. That's your backpack there, and camera equipment. So it was quite heavily loaded. And what I did find is that weight was very well. You have to pack your bag well as well, but it was very evenly distributed. Around the waist and around the shoulders. So it was really comfortable and it really fit well. So I liked this one, and the fact that you can actually adjust these this back panel is a really good feature of the backpack. The many little pockets and the way they're lined differently than in other backpacks that you get. Is this little handle, which just makes it easy to carry around, when it's not on your back.
That's good.
Yeah,
good to hear.
And what about your backpack, Heiko?
The ROSE is a little bit more simple, but very easy to adjust. It's just with some Velcro. And there's some tiny white stripes here, so you can see how easy it is to adjust them. And then you can play around with these things to make it fit perfectly. There's a rain cover in here. Bright orange. Normally when it rains or when there's fall, when the weather is not very nice, it's good to be visible in the mountains.
Absolutely.
So also this is all adjustable.
This is simple backpack, and that's what I like about it, because it's perfect for a 2-day hike. There are no leashes you don't need. Leashes you use. That's what I like about it. No things that stick out.
You do have sometimes with backpacks a lot of straps hanging loose and dangling all over the place, isn't it?
And it fits very easy and very well. And I like the broad hip tight. No, nothing you don't use.
That's good. And the material is very solid with the small crosses. It's a very tough material actually. So it's a wonderful backpack.
So that's it for our gear talk with Jeffry Oonk. All the gear that we talked about today is going to be reviewed and will be posted on gearlimits.com. So be sure to check out the site or our social media channels. And one last thing.